Hey folks, and welcome to another Eternity's Reach video. About 2 weeks ago I posted a video setting out to prove that the method that I use in my Eternity's Reach guide still works even 250 plus days into the game when everyone is doing it. At least, that's what I intended to do. What ended up happening was that it was a severely underpopulated match, and I was basically left alone the whole time. It ended up just being an incredibly cool match, so I said, hey, I'm gonna post it anyway. But as many of you rightly pointed out, the real test would be what happens when the match is actually crowded. So I resolved that no matter what, I would record the next match and post it, because we all know it would most likely be a crowded one with a lot of people competing for the Cesares. So no matter how this match turns out, good or bad, you will be watching it. But first, before we dive in, a special thank you to my Sloth Squad channel members whose continued support help make videos like this possible. And also thank you to my friends over at the Play Smarter community who have just made a new way for serious spenders to invest smarter and support my channel by leveraging your in-game spend with the creator code SLOTH. Check out the link below in the description for details. In any case, we're down to the final seconds here, so let's dive in. Okay, let's see what's nearby. We got a few Cesares near us to start, and a bunch of level 1 veins. Let me just zoom out a bit. Alright, not too bad. We have a few targets we can go for. Let's just see what happens when we go to the edge of the map here. Oh my goodness, what a terrible start. 4 on top of each other? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm glad that's not me. 5, another one. Another one. Well, we know where they're all populating. I've got one nearby me here. He's going to be a source of competition for a lot of these Cesares. Oh, and I've now got some to my south. And two other ones right there. Okay, this is getting crowded real quick. This is more like the match I'm used to. Let's start scoping out some other areas where we might need to teleport to at the start. And this is what I usually do if I see I have a really bad surrounding. I'm trying to find a place that I can jump to, where I can just get some quick wins with Cesares and try and build up some momentum. And this might not be a bad spot here. Number of Cesares. Some veins that I could go to make the loot crate spawn. Yeah, somewhere in here seems like the right play. Alright, I'll have to remember that spot. Meanwhile, back at home, oh, we've got another one popping in. Great. 2 more there now. Yeah, I got a few on top of me. I have another one on top of me. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I'm definitely teleporting now. I might get like 1 or 2 Cesares here. No way I'm gonna get that many. And it's so important to build tempo up right at the beginning of the game. So I'm not even gonna keep looking at my own home area. This is really about where to teleport to. Ideally, what I need to do is just get up some momentum so I can get the first ability to get the 1500 copper per Cesares, and then the march speed bonus, so that way I can snowball off of that before other people get a chance. And it looks like somewhere in here is a decent amount, and there's plenty of these mines here where I can get some loot crates to spawn. But it is level 2 veins, and there's a level 3 nearby, so I should expect a few others to teleport in. Let's do it. And we gotta get these guys first. Oh, and they came to the ones on the south. That's why I didn't use the automatic finder yet. I didn't want to send to one where someone else might be teleporting in. Get the first ability. And get some of these other ones that still look like they're open. Not seeing any now, I can use the auto find. 8 kilometers, great. Still do have some decent room, and I'm getting the march speed, so we're off to a good start here. send one over. Nope, someone's already going there. Well, we got some loot crates. Might as well send one over. Some more here. Oh, this guy's gonna trigger them all. But I gotta get my own veins going, actually, so I'm gonna take this one right next to me. Dismiss these pop-ups. I think I missed the one from the loot crate earlier, so I'll have to get rid of that on the next one. Yeah, here we go. Now that won't bother me anymore. And I can get these in rapid fire. Let's see, any other Cesares out here? Nope. Close. Alright, we'll send him over to this one. Probably could have done that a few seconds earlier. Ooh, third place. Nice. I was saying I probably could have done that a few seconds earlier to get these loot crates triggered. So my cart isn't just sitting at home. But that's alright. I'll take third place at 125. And normally if I see 125, I expect the match will end up somewhere between 130 and 140. So not the most crowded I've seen, but a decent amount of crowding. I think enough to prove the concept, assuming we do well here. And in terms of the concept we're proving, be sure to check out the original Eternity's Reach guide linked below in the description. That'll help explain all the various choices I'm making with the abilities and why I'm playing the way I am. I'm just going to keep cycling through these so I can get more of the loot crates to spawn while triggering my 5,000 copper ability. And I don't want to send out too many more, because I know Cesares are going to respawn very shortly. It's been a little while since we've seen them. I figure usually it's about every 2 minutes-ish. I've never actually timed it directly. I suppose someone could go through and look at the footage if they were so inclined, but usually it seems like after 2 minutes, another wave of them is coming. Still in third. Good. Let's see if we can get some Cesares here. Yeah, they're spawning down there. Here's now some for me. Get to that one before they do. It's too close. No, won't beat it in time. Here's an open one. I can try it. Why not? Okay, there's another one that just spawned. Go for this one up here. Ah, he's going for it. 18 seconds. Nope, can't beat it. I'm not wasting a speed up on that. No, won't beat that one. There's one. Try another here as well. Although he's probably going to take some of these. Yeah. Oh well. I think it's time to switch out and get the gathering boost again. And actually, I got another ability here to increase the rate. And look, this actually isn't that bad, because if you have level 2 veins, it's not as good as level 3. Although you have to fight for those. So it's a bit less free-to-play friendly. Fourth place. But sometimes if you're not getting enough Cesares, you can gather for them, and as you can see, I'm just sending out a bunch to gather because it'll take a little bit before the next wave of Cesares. So I might as well earn some points with those and pull them back in another minute or so. Someone's attacking me. What is this? Who are you? PG4? Alright, whatever, you can have it. I'm gonna start pulling guys back shortly anyway. Alright, well, taking mine. Grab one of these. been about 60 seconds. Let's cycle. We got fracture veins coming. Let's see. Are there open areas? And the reason I'm looking, I'm trying to see what are some areas where a bunch of fractured veins might spawn where I don't see any people. Like this here looks pretty open. So if I don't get a good spawn where I am, I might teleport over here. So I'm going to remember this place in the corner there. Start recalling, get some of the close Cesares while I still have time. But it looks like the next wave will happen just as the fractured veins are about to spawn. So I don't want to send ones out that are too far because I want to have them for fractured veins. That's too far. Am I only getting one? Oh, come on. Yeah, okay. I'll send him there, and then I'm going to teleport while he walks. Go ahead, gather what you can. We have people there. Yeah, see, this spot still looks open. I'm just going to take it. Way better choice here. I'll fight him for it. I don't even know who it is, but might as well give it a try. Just let him know it's defended. Get some loot crates. I think we won our other battle too. That's great. Take this guy while I wait for the next one to spawn. Since I'm still getting a little bit of experience to get my ability. I'm just going to take that other one because then I can trigger my ability, which helps me mine the fractured veins a little bit faster. As you can see, when it's more crowded, you don't get that ability as quickly. Now let's activate it, so we'll get the benefit of it for this wave of fractured veins. Because as long as it's active when they reach the fractured vein, when I believe it impacts. Just like a regular gathering bonus in the real world. Well, not the real world, but you know what I mean, in the main game. All right, we're getting a few more. And we got this TG1 guy there, so I can muscle him off. The TG4 above me might be tougher, so I'm going to put a stronger march here first. No, not the one I was hoping, but that was the one I was hoping, but it came back too late. TG1, yep. Give it a try. I know they're weaker marches, but maybe the troops and stats might be enough to help. I'm looking to see if there's other ones I can teleport to. Sometimes people leave a bunch of them open. That was the spot last game I recorded. I can beat him. Especially as a TG1 player. Yep. I'll be able to hold that. I think that's it there. No other ones around, right? I probably teleported in for those. Yeah, I'm not seeing any here. Oh. Nope. Those are being addressed. Here's a couple more. Oh, wait. Now I just finished gathering from that other one. I'm going to drop a couple quick ones here. Maybe I can do it before he attacks. Who's that? Okay. Different player. You know, I'm just going to start taking all of these Cesares. Sorry, dude. You gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, I can't stay here for a long period anyway. I'm going to start running out of things to do with a stronger player right next to me. But it was worth using a consumable teleport. I'm in 4th place still, not bad. And I think that's the key here, is you just gotta be not afraid to use some teleports if you see a good opportunity. Alright, well, we'll re-trigger the ability while we're looking for other stuff. But this is not a good place to hang out long term. No, he's going for me. My big march. I'll just take it back. You can have it. The level 1 vein, I don't care. Alright, let's see if there's another spot. I mean, this one close isn't bad. They've got all the guards. It's gonna be 2 teleports, but I think it's worth it. It's not worth waiting the 40 seconds just there getting no points. And again, I feel comfortable doing this because I'm much later in the game and I've got like 60 or 70 teleports sitting in my inventory. I recognize it's not the most free-to-play friendly move, but the way I look at it, a couple teleports, if it can get you an extra 5 or 10 charm designs, it's probably one of the best return on investments you can get. And I know it actually didn't move that far away from him, which is kind of silly, but it gets me much closer to all of these mines. And really the play here is to just attack all of them and get the loot crates while they're close and keep triggering the mine ability. Pick up the Cesares with the extra marches as I can. And by the time I work my way through these, we'll probably have the next Fractured Vein spawn. And then I can make my decision if I want to stay or move or do whatever, but I will probably have to go jump and take an attempt on the castle. Now, you could argue that some of my extra marches could be on these veins right now, but I'm really just trying to time it with the Cesares. Sitting on the level 1 veins is not going to help that much, and I don't want to capture all of them at once because I want to moderate the amount of loot crates that spawn so no one else comes in and takes them. I don't want to make the place look too attractive. Of course, the only bad part about having this many regular veins around you is that when the fractured veins do spawn, you're not going to have that many right on top of you. You'll probably have to move a little bit. I can beat that guy. Yeah, 21 seconds to my 16. Perfect. No one's going for that. Yeah, no one's doing that one or that one. All. I should get the loot crates. That guy's going after him. And I think I missed my chance. And that's Cesares. Yeah, too close. Hey, we're in second. And we're with 139 people in this match, so it is possible. That's too far for Cesares. Let's do some closer ones. That's the one thing you gotta watch out for whenever you click on the auto finder. Sometimes it takes you to a really far away one. All right, I'm gonna trigger another gathering here, so I can get the ability and then be ready to go for the fractured veins. I think there's still time for that Caesaris. $17, okay, I can do that. Recall, I'll trigger it one more time just to make sure. I'm getting a couple near me. Let's try and be quick. Fortunately, that one's a level 29, so I can muscle them off. Even take the one right under him. The TG 3 and 4 above me. So if any more spawn above, I'll have to go for those first. All right, here comes the next wave. Not in the best position, but I should try to grab the ones to the north first with my stronger marches. Maybe I can hold them off. Worth trying. Not that one if they're both going for it. Someone's going for me. Oh, actually, this is my main march. This one's a gamble. I think I can do it. I'm hesitating because if I am going to attack the castle, I would like to have my one march be able to, and it looks like I got it. Okay, good. Because that would be the strong march I would try to attack the castle with, on the off chance someone beats me there and I can potentially muscle them out. That was actually probably not the best risk in hindsight, but I think we came out okay. All right, and for these, I'm just gonna send whatever I can. Oh, same one. Well, I'll just keep an eye on it. It's way closer to me than the last one was. I don't know if I'll have enough time to get to other ones. I get 40 seconds till I teleport. I'm just going to do some of these Caesaris while they're here. Get a few extra points. Scope out here a bit. There's a TG5. Maybe I can get one more. Probably not. All right. I'll hold it for a second so I can get as much gathering. Ah, came too early. Use some speed ups. Not someone got there before me. Hope I can take them. Ah, I don't think I did. Oh man. All right. But whatever. I gotta find another spot. Let's look for some open veins. One and take. Though I don't know if this was the best spot. I kind of just picked first open vein I saw from a player I could beat, but might not be so good. I'll grab the Caesar as I can. Okay, I can get that. gosh, I can't click today. And now someone else is going for it. Fourth. All right. Came down a little bit after that failed attempt on the castle. And I just got to keep up the Cesares and the microing activity for the last few minutes. Although I feel like I'm not in a good spot for it. Yeah, maybe it's worth looking around for some other places. I don't want to use another teleport again, but the other ones are a sunk cost, and I would like to try to keep a top 10 rank since I committed to posting this. Gosh, I'm not seeing any good ones right now. I mean, maybe... Yeah. Okay. Okay, we got a few here. Just gonna drop in, grab these, take one of the veins. Actually, maybe I didn't think this one through that well. Oh man, there's a lot of TG4 and 5 around here. Maybe I shouldn't have gone to this one. Can I bump him out? Let's see, what's he got? Oh, it's definitely his alternate. All right, I can try it. And just because there's not really anything around here, I'm gonna have to kind of shift my strategy a little bit. I can go for some of these Cesares, but I'm also gonna have to probably do a little bit of mining. No, that didn't work well. Gosh, this actually ended up being a bad spot. You know, you're always trying to act decisively because just sitting there not getting anything is really bad, and you start slipping in ranks. But sometimes if you just jump in a little impulsively, I mean, it's a roll of the dice either way. Alright, well, at least I can get one of these. Once my guy returns. He's going for that one. Perfect, I'll take the other. And I'm down to 7th. That's not good. Alright, guys, I do not want to break my streak of consistently getting in the top 10 on the one I'm committing to post. But I'm not seeing a lot of options here. Anywhere I can teleport to even? Gosh, I don't want to use more, but it's not even seeing anything good. Oh, there's a guy. I'll just recall and I can... I'm gonna just throw my best march here. Maybe I get lucky and somehow get up on the board. Because we're getting to the closing seconds of the match, so... Maybe I'll get there just as someone else is weak from an attack. It's a bit of a Hail Mary. Otherwise, I'm just going to focus on microing here. Man, I'm not even seeing any more Cesares. At least I'm getting a few of these chests, though. Oh, there's one. And another, thank you. Can't beat that one anymore. There's one. And of course he's gonna grab that. He'll probably grab the Cesares too, but oh well, doing what I can. Maybe he's got guys all at mines. So yeah, you can definitely see the score is significantly lower than the low 300,000s, whereas last time I think it was 400 something thousand at this point. I'll try to tag it one more time just to make sure. 8th, that's not good. If that castle is occupied by a lot of people, I might not keep top 10. Oh, there's one. Ah, it's too late anyway. All right, well, let's see what happens. Oh, we still held 8th. All right, let's take a look. All right, so about 20,000 points off. That's actually not that much from top 5. Yeah, if I had 23,000 more, I would have been in the top 5. Oh gosh, yeah, if I got 1 second on the castle, that would have been like 60 or 70,000 if I got 3rd place. Yeah, I mean, literally tagging that castle or not is the difference between top 5 and top 10. I'm not gonna stress out too much. I mean, this is still, like I said, top 10. We're continuing the streak. And actually, while we're at it, let's look at that streak. So you can see this is the exact one right after that last match I had. And yeah, sometimes I do get lower. Sometimes I get higher. It depends on how crowded the match is and where I'm able to run, who else is in the match, but pretty consistently get top 10, even when it's crowded like that. So I hope this time it proves the guide still does work. It's definitely more crowded. Definitely more people know how to do it. But, I mean, we still came pretty close. If I had actually managed to tag that castle, I would have easily been in the top 5 position, no problem. And even with some sort of poor luck at the end there, I didn't fall too far off of it, just from having enough of an advantage from the beginning where I was actually playing much better, I think, and making better decisions. All right, but let's see how that actual castle battle went. I'm curious now to see... Oh... So this was the battle at the end that I took, so I had no chance there. Yeah, this guy's huge. The march size, all the gear. Yeah, no chance. Oh my gosh, and he's using all of the consumable special bonuses. Guys, I don't think there's that good of a return for special bonuses in Eternity's Reach. I mean, I know if you're a whale, you might also be doing it for bragging rights, but if you use that many bonuses, I don't think you get that much higher of a return. Yeah, and he was also the same person that I fought for the first time. He got there right before me in the castle, and apparently just held it the whole time. It was so much more powerful. Oh well, it was a fun match. I don't get the frame this time, but it's fine. I got a few of those stored up. Either way, 35 charm designs isn't bad. I'll take it. And if you look at the difference, it's really only 5 charm designs I'm missing out on. Yeah, and just to show you why I felt so cavalier using all of those teleporters, you can see I'm still sitting on 60 of them even after all of those. So it didn't really make a dent. It was definitely worth it to get the extra few charm designs. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I hope this helps you realize that the strategy is still valid, even when it's crowded. And if you're a bigger spender in this game and want to invest smarter while supporting the channel, that link's in the description and with the pinned comment with the creator code SLOTH. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and happy gaming out there.